Short Ball, brought to you by Hahn Super Dry 3.5.
We are heading into the business end of Super Rugby 2015 and the battle for playoff spots is really hotting up. Hi there, I'm Greg Clark and this is the Short Ball, where we'll wrap up all the action from round 15. Plenty to get through and we'll kick things off in Rotorua, where the Chiefs fought back from 15-0 down to beat the Bulls. That's 6 from 7 at home now. Damien McKenzie was a standout. So too Augustine Pulu, who bagged himself a double in a 34-20 victory. Over to Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane, where the Sharks snapped a 6-game losing run. Sharks scrum half Stefan Ungra scored twice, won an absolute gift. We'll get to that later. The Reds had their chances though, but fell just short in the end. Samu Kerevi once again putting in a strong performance. No doubt he's a real contender as a Wallabies bolter later this year. Wind and rain welcomed the Hurricanes to Eden Park in Auckland, but the conditions didn't affect them much as the frontrunners ran in 4 tries again, taking their record to an incredible 12 wins and 1 loss. The Kiwi Conference, an overall top spot, all but wrapped up by the Canes. Back across to Sydney for the 2014 final rematch, and this was a cracker. Crusaders scored early through Nemani Nandolo, but then the Tars hit straight back with their own giant Fijian missile. Tangeli Naiyaravoro going over in the corner, and after the Tars built up a handy lead, slowly the Crusaders clawed their way back, but the Tars had too much class on the night. Bernard Foley sealing the deal close to full time. Yet another loss for the Western Force, this time going down to the Highlanders in Perth. The Force were right in it up until half-time. Then the visitors moved up a gear and kept themselves planted in the top 6 with a 23-3 win. Across to South Africa, where the Lions scored a club record 8th win in the season and are in with a real shout of some finals action in 2015. Big winners over the Cheetahs in Bloemfontein. And finally in Cape Town, the Stormers had too much firepower for the Melbourne Rebels. Tries to Damien Dialandi and a double to Dylan Lades for the home team. While the Rebels are still looking for their first win on South African soil, just guilty of making far too many errors on the night, and their finals hopes are now hanging by a thread. And what does that mean for the competition ladder? Well, the Canes still streets ahead in first. The Waratahs now top of the Aussie Conference and sitting in second. The Stormers also regaining top spot in their conference for 3rd overall. The Chiefs, Highlanders and Brumbies, who had a bye, are rounding out the top 6. For the rest, the Lions and Bulls are still in with a chance, but it might be a tough road ahead for the Crusaders and the Rebels. It could be the first time the Crusaders have missed out on the finals since 2001. Plenty of brilliant tries over the weekend, but we just couldn't go past this long-range effort from the Reds.
Ball down to Genia, and the Kerevi crashes through. Support on the left-hand side. Now it's Gill, and he can't control it. But it is off one of the Sharks players, and Genia! They rein him in, gives it to Thompson. He flies it out to Kurandrani for the corner. Try to the Reds! What about that?
Yes, a great try. And now for some tough stuff. Lots of great hits, and here's a pick of them, the legal ones. Yes, it's hammer time.
Stabs a little kick through. It's a good tactic on a night like tonight. Follow-up from Francis Saili. That's a real rib tickler there for Nehi Milner-Skudder.
They're in the nick of time. Oh, what a hit, JP Pearson.
Away to Bissinier. Oh, big tackle. Julian Savea set him back on his haunches.
Boof, right shoulder.
Well, it looks worse in slow motion, doesn't it?
And from hammer time to you're kidding me. And all of our Christmases came at once. We couldn't pick just one, so we've got 3 this week. Check them out. First, we had Bryce Heem with an incredible brain explosion against the Bulls. Bats it back for Bjorn Basson to score. Then there was this epic high-five fail by Blade Thompson. Just hits himself in the face. What was he thinking? And then, of course, James O'Connor with this unfortunate shocker straight into Stefan Ungra to score, just like a Sean Maloney shank on the golf course, that one. And you got a feel for James O'Connor. Well, there's plenty in store this week on Rugby HQ, 8:30 p.m. on Thursday. Fox Sports Channel 502. Former Wallaby Peter Fitzsimons is on the panel. we check out the Canberra pub. Yes, this one is owned by Brumbies Scott Fardy and Ben Alexander. And then, of course, it is our build-up to the Rugby World Cup. Nick McArdle sits down for a chat with the 2003 winning England coach, Sir Clive Woodward, in the latest edition of the London Report. And our match of the round is on Friday night. The Bulls travelled to Canberra to take on the Brumbies. The Bulls haven't won on tour yet, while the Brumbies are fresh off a bye and looking to reclaim top spot in Australia. This is a crucial match for both sides, so don't miss this one, 7:30 Eastern, Fox Sports Channel 502. Also, the Reds play the Force in Perth on Saturday, and both the Rebels and Tars are in South Africa taking on the Sharks and Lions respectively. And that is the short ball for another week. If you missed any of the weekend action, check out Super Rugby Extra Time for all the highlights. Check your local guides throughout the week for that one. And for more rugby news, head over to the website foxsports.com.au. And as always, if you see anything from the weekend, drop us a line. At Fox Sports News is the Twitter handle, #the short ball. I'm Greg Clark. See you next time.